Welcome to Shape of the City. I am Toot Kai Leach, and I'm here at NeighborWorks Lincoln on their campus. And today we're going to talk about NeighborWorks Lincoln. NeighborWorks Lincoln, when I first found out about it, it was all about people getting into affordable homes and having a stable upbringing for their kids and their families. And today I have a guest with me. He is the CEO of NeighborWorks. His name is Wayne Mortensen. Wayne, thank you for coming on to the show.
Hey, Toot, glad to be here, man.
Okay. And at NeighborWorks, can you kind of just define your position and what do you do
Sure.
at NeighborWorks?
So I'm the Chief Executive Officer of NeighborWorks Lincoln, which is a 36-year-old affordable housing developer here in the Star City. We work on obviously building housing, helping people achieve their lifetime dream of home ownership for the first time in a lot of ways, and then we work on neighborhood improvement, stabilization, and so everything that we do as an organization kind of goes through one of those two things, either first-time home ownership or neighborhood stabilization.
Yeah, perfect. So a lot of the times people only usually know about NeighborWorks through their real estate development, but let's kind of talk about one of the programs you guys offer, which is the home ownership.
Sure.
Could you kind of speak about that service a little bit?
Yeah, so even before the market got super crazy, people were still struggling to get into their first home ownership opportunity. It's even more important these days with the market so constrained. And so basically families that are really in either the rental situation or in a transitional part of their life, they want to figure out if they can qualify for home ownership. We will take them through an 8-hour curriculum where they learn about what home ownership entails, what it means to be a homeowner, the things you need to do in terms of budgeting and credit repair. And then once you own your house, how expensive is it to maintain and operate and pay all the bills? So they'll go through that 8-hour program, and if they're successful and if they still want to keep going, they will get a certificate for a down payment assistance loan, which is $25,000, and it's either fully or partially forgivable depending upon the house that they end up finding in the community. And that loan covers closing costs, it covers down payment assistance, the down payment that they're doing, and it also allows for usually a small rehab scope if they're buying an existing home.
That's very beneficial, especially when you're at the start. Another program that you guys offer is community building. And would you speak about that a little bit, especially in the core neighborhoods that you work in and trying to strengthen the neighborhoods through community engagement? Sure.
Well, and our take is that households are the building blocks of neighborhoods, and through that families. And so in stabilizing individual families and households, we have, I think, a ripple effect on the stability and resilience of Lincoln's neighborhoods. And so the community building portfolio really just takes that to the next level, and it engages with networks, both formal and informal, things like neighborhood associations, block clubs, affinity groups, et cetera, to really help them build their capacity for neighborhood change and neighborhood improvement, hopefully connect them to some resources, and have dialogue about how we can better advocate on their behalf.
So what other activities and programs do you guys offer at NeighborWorks?
Sure. People assume that NeighborWorks is only for homeowners and first-time homeowners at that, but some of the educational offerings that we provide are good for existing homeowners. We do programs with neighborhood leaders. For instance, the Community Leadership Institute is a program that we offer through NeighborWorks America, and it takes a cohort of neighborhood leaders through a national curriculum and gives them some seed money to implement a project. And so that's, I think, a good example of how we help partner with neighborhoods, not in a controlling way, but in a convening and facilitating way to help them improve the neighborhoods in ways that only they, I think, know need to be done.
Yes. Okay. So the summer's coming up. NeighborWorks is probably going to do a lot of events, I'm guessing. So kind of explain what you guys have going on and how people can kind of get involved with that.
Sure. The summers are always a busy time. In the spring is when most people are flooding the market buying their house, although there's, I don't think, any slow season anymore for that. But in addition to the typical flow of home sales, we've also started 14 new housing construction projects.
Wow.
And so those are all well underway now. There's two projects going on in the Hartley neighborhood, soon to be one in the Malone-Hawley neighborhood as well. So we're really excited about the progress that's being made there as those homes are literally coming out of the ground. And then there's a series of events and programs that we put on every year. June 6th through the 11th is NeighborWorks America NeighborWorks Week.
Okay.
And that's a moment nationally where all 250 NeighborWorks affiliates, of which NeighborWorks Lincoln is one, tries to elevate the awareness and prioritization of affordable housing in their communities. A couple events that we would love the public to come out and really enjoy. We're on the 7th going to have a NeighborWorks Impact bike tour, in which we'll leave from the Jane Snyder Trail Center late afternoon, tour some of the work that NeighborWorks has done in the community, and then end up at that same place to enjoy each other's company, maybe a few beverages. And then later in that week, we're going to be having a kind of a garden party at the Malone Hawley Hamlet over in the Malone Hawley neighborhood. Tim Renna and Kay Walter are going to host us in what has become a passion project for them, a labor of love in creating the Hawley Hamlet over there. And so we're going to get together, talk about that project, and kind of showcase how NeighborWorks sometimes uses community investment, but then also leverages that with housing investment to stabilize communities.
So where are some ways that people can get involved? Do you guys have some social media that people should be tuned into or anything like that?
Yeah, we have a really savvy social media coordinator here at NeighborWorks. And so the Facebook page is definitely a follow. It's a must follow if you're wanting to be just kept in the loop about what NeighborWorks Lincoln is up to. I would add the Twitter account. And then, once you're in the network, subscribe to the newsletter, which is on the website, which is www.nwlincoln.org.
All right. Thank you, Wayne, for taking the time and telling the people about NeighborWorks Lincoln and all the programs and services that you guys provide.
Yeah, thanks for letting us share in Shape of the City.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in for this segment of Shape of the City. Make sure you guys stay tuned in to what NeighborWorks has going on. Make sure to follow them and subscribe. And we'll see you guys soon for Shape of the City.